Heartbreak and a push for answers. Good evening and thanks for joining us at 10. I'm Kelsey Gibbs. This week we've been learning more about the tragic plant explosion in the Bucksnort area of Hickman County. 16 people lost their lives at the Accurate Energetic Systems plant last week. The youngest 21 years old, others 50 and 60 years old. Just some of them are 50-year-old Raina Gillihan, who was a wife and grandmother who had a love for the outdoors. Rachel Woodall, who just celebrated her 28th birthday at the beginning of this month. 26-year-old Letitia Mays, whose family says she had so much more to give in life. 37-year-old Jeremy Moore, whose cousin is raising money to help with the family's needs. 52-year-old Jason Adams, whose family says they are absolutely lost without his smile and hugs. And 52-year-old Melissa Stanford, whose sister-in-law says was a strong woman, a rock to many, and adored her stepsons. As the families support their own, they're also keeping a close eye on the developing investigation. Authorities in the case spoke to reporters, giving an update tonight. That's where we bring in our Nikki Hauser, who listened in at the press conference.
We're moving forward. We're going to continue to move forward with the investigation.
Authorities worked tirelessly to find out how the manufacturing plant up in McEwen, Tennessee exploded. The sheriff tonight sadly confirmed they've identified 14 of the 16 victims through their remains.
I've tried to be so respectful and mindful. If this would have been one of my family members, and, you have to remember everybody's somebody.
As agencies from the ATF and the FBI to local law enforcement try to navigate the tragedy with families in mind, they also do so with caution. They've removed hazardous materials and explosives, but it's still a potentially dangerous site that requires patience and precision.
This is day 5, and like I said, there's a lot more work to do.
My question was just, is anybody taking care of the families in this way?
Also at the press conference Wednesday night, a local journalist who started the GoFundMe for all of the victims' families.
My goal is for 100% of the funds to get to the families, and I'm hoping what we can do.
While families wait for answers, the sheriff hopes the news of finding their loved ones' remains will open the door for some sort of healing.
This is that one little piece of light that's made it through it in efforts to give that family the hope of having closure.
Well, Nikki Hauser here with us, and that GoFundMe mention is meant to go to all the families involved in this.
Exactly, and so far they've raised over $30,000, so that's great to hear. Of course, if you want to get involved, you can. You can donate on this QR code right here or head to newschannel5.com, as always.
Awesome, and of course, make sure you double check before donating to any GoFundMe to make sure it's not a scam. All right, thank you, Nikki.